Minneapolis is on edge, downtown is on a virtual lockdown, and tight security is getting tighter, with opening statements in the trial of Derek Chauvin starting tomorrow morning. This morning I spoke with criminal defense attorney Joe Tamburino, who is not affiliated with the case. Take a look. And joining us now, WCCO's legal analyst for the trial, Joe Tamburino. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you, Esme. Good morning.
Good morning. You're a criminal defense attorney, gotta talk strategy. For the defense, I was struck how many of the jurors had a negative impression of Derek Chauvin before the jury process started. They're supposed to put that aside, but still, how does Eric Nelson handle that?
He handled it very well, and here's what he did. He started off with the premise, which is the correct premise, that most people who watched that video were appalled. And of course they're going to have a negative view. But he got them to agree to accept more evidence, to put that aside as best they can, and be willing to be fair and impartial and accept more evidence through the trial. That's the best you could hope for from the defense side.
But doesn't he have to say in opening statements, you may not like Derek Chauvin, but it isn't murder? This isn't murder from the defense standpoint?
He's probably going to save that for closing arguments, because that really is an argument by saying, look, even if you don't like my client, you still have to obey the law and follow the rules and follow the evidence. I think what he's going to hit hard on opening statements is that this case is about cause of death. The cause of death versus use of force. That's the running battle in this case, and I think that's what he's going to hit hard, which is this is all about cause of death being a natural cause or a cause because of drug use or heart failure.
And I'm not sure that the public understands when you go into these expert witnesses and even the medical examiner, the cause of death is not, asphyxiation is not in the medical examiner's cause of death. If anything, the medical examiner, who's supposedly the premier authority, says there were near fatal levels of fentanyl in George Floyd's system. How is the prosecution going to handle that?
Well, they're going to come out and say, look, this was all about use of force, that Mr. Chauvin did unreasonable use of force against Mr. Floyd, and that was a causal factor in his death. The prosecution's going to stay away from the but-for argument, meaning but for Mr. Chauvin's actions, Floyd would still be alive. They're going to stay away from that. They're going to say Mr. Floyd died because of Mr. Chauvin's unreasonable use of force, and that was a substantial causal factor in Mr. Floyd's death.
In terms of how the judge has handled this case so far, I think he's done a remarkable job, as have all the parties. Really, when you're in the courtroom, and I'll actually be one of the pool reporters in the courtroom, you don't really, it's hard to understand that it's going to the entire world because it feels so small in there.
Yes, I'm sure it does. Good point. And the other thing that's very odd about it is it's because of COVID restrictions that we have people masked up. Jurors might be allowed to wear masks. So you're only going to see part of their faces. I mean, part of the trial is human theater. This is live theater. And many times attorneys will like to look over to the jury to see how they're responding. What are their faces like? Are they smirking? Are they smiling? Are they yawning? And jurors who wear masks, you're not going to be able to tell that.
That's so interesting, Joe, because they will be wearing masks. It's very clear. Everybody who's not speaking is wearing a mask in that courtroom. Will the witnesses, though, might be wearing masks as well?
They might be, but the witness stand is surrounded by plexiglass, so they're pretty well protected, and I'm sure the judge will say, if you're comfortable, please remove your mask so you could answer the questions or give testimony. But if they do wear masks during testimony, that's going to make this extremely odd, because again, you don't know what the witness is saying physically below the masks.
And then the video. I thought it was so interesting that not one of the jurors, I think, had seen the entire video. One had only seen a still shot of it. Is this video, isn't that really just the heart of this case?
Well, from the prosecution side, yes, it is the heart of the case. From the defense side, they're going to say that's only showing you half the picture. But from the prosecution side, I would even imagine that they're going to want to play that video during opening statements, if they're allowed to do so. But you're right, that is the meat and potatoes of this case for the prosecution.
You think the prosecution is going to try and get that in opening statements?
I would think so. They're going to have to get the judge's approval. You simply just can't play what you wish in opening statements. If you get the judge to okay it, or you get the other side to agree, then they will be allowed.
All right. Well, Joe Tamburino, thank you so much, as always, for your help with this case, and we look forward to hearing from you in the days and weeks ahead.